things you got to be talking about.
Mike King says.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they stay there, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them play
The champ is here. The champ is here. The champ is here.
Mike King is ESPN
Yes.
Richmond, the champ of Business Talk Radio.
All right, folks, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back on the Mic of Mike, the premier business radio program around. I'm your host, Mike King. I appreciate you being here with me. So we're coming to you from the ESPN studios, which is the global epicenter of social enterprise business. On the Mic with Mike, we highlight partnerships, people. We showcase RVA in a different way. As I said, this is part of the MIKEKINGBIZ radio network. Today's a big day, ladies and gentlemen. We got a full house here. So anybody's ever been in the studio, we are in here right now. So we got West Virginia Batman who is with us. We got Wonder Woman. We got Joey from Lawrence Trampoline Park. Whole host of friends right here. And West Virginia Batman is here with us because, let me get in the camera. I gotta get in a little bit. All right, so West Virginia Batman is here with us because our good friend Colin over at the Tri-City Chili Peppers. We're going to talk to him in a little bit. So we got some friends in the building. We're going to have some young folks who are going to ask Batman some questions. I'm going to get out the way and let the folks come in really quickly. Batman, Wonder Woman, as I say, this is a business show. Welcome. Let us tell us who you are and what you do.
Well, they call me the West Virginia Batman. I'm been doing full-time Batman outreach since 2012, September 4th to be exact. Can you believe that? September. I guess I'm the only full-time Batman in the world.
Yes.
So-
Okay. You know, when I hear that, you know, we hear you are the full-time already. But it's more than a costume. It is built on some tenets of your history.
Absolutely.
And what you guys are trying to accomplish in the world.
That's right. Yeah, I went through real bad child abuse, drug addiction, 2 suicide attempts, problems with the law, all kinds of things over 3 decades ago. Then God woke me up and recreated my emotional and spiritual DNA, and now here I am. I went on to become a firefighter. Did that for a while down in Georgia. In my last 2 years in fire service, I was in Iraq from 2009 to 2011. Came home from that, was looking for some purpose. God woke me up in the middle of the night, told me to be Batman. Here I am. So everywhere I go, I teach 4 principles. We teach what are called the 4 steps to greatness. Right now, we got over 6,000 youth to young adults attempting suicide every day, which is an unacceptable number. It's 2.5 million a year. And so the message is designed to reach kids who are going through all types of struggles: bullying, drugs, suicide, school violence, broken homes, whatever it is. But they'll never give up, always do the right thing, help other people, never be a bully. And we basically teach the kids that once you have God as a foundation in your life and you teach these 4 things, you can go on in life and become as great as you want to be. As a matter of fact, I go on to say you can be somebody that the whole world will stop and listen to, because the message of your pain, which you turned into power, is what the world needs to hear.
So turning pain into power, as my mother would say, your message.
That's right.
There you go. So yours is a global mission now. You're across the country, but you just went to Ukraine and taking the message there. So obviously good news travels.
It does. Well, kids everywhere love Batman. So I went to Poland for 2 weeks and did 2 weeks of outreach for Ukrainian and Polish kids over there, and Polish and Ukrainian families, and did a lot of amazing things. I'm going to Tijuana, Mexico, toward the border in October. We're working on a tour there so we can give some hope to some of those kids who are in the middle of a crossfire. I just decided, I found myself getting wrapped up into the politics of things, coming up with a whole bunch of arguments, a whole bunch of this, a whole bunch of that. And I realized, well, why don't I just do something? Why don't we just stop arguing for a second and ask ourselves, what are we doing to make the situation better? Or are we just going to sit here and argue with everybody about a situation? Because that never gets anything solved. And so now I do school tours all over the country. I've got 2 divisions. I got a business division, and then I got the charity division. Charity division is affiliated with the Batmobile, which you've heard
Gotcha.
about.
Yes.
It's the only rolling memorial Batmobile on the planet, which basically means that we give children who are terminally ill last rides in the vehicle. Every time we do that, we put their name and their years of life on the car underneath the hood on plaques, and that way we take their memories with us. And we just did Well, last year we gave Herschel Woody Williams, Medal of Honor recipient from Iwo Jima, gave him a ride in the car, let him drive the car.
You know, I ain't gonna say nothing, but that was a high point. I mean, like I was gonna come in and say, Batman, can I get a drive? And I'm like, oh man.
So yeah, so we reserve those rides for the people that are fighting big battles, or people like Herschel Woody Williams, and we just lost him, unfortunately. Heaven gained him, and I guess the Angels needed some inspiration, so he's going there. But he signed the inside of that car for me, so I guess it's the only Batmobile that's had a Medal of Honor recipient.
You know what?
Inside of it.
And
So
that's
who
a big.
knows?
Anybody's ever been in the military to get that.
Yeah.
You know, I gave Uncle a lot of years, and when you see somebody, that's one where everybody stands up for.
That's exactly right.
That's for sure. So, all righty. So, Batman always say this is a business show. Changing the world ain't cheap, easy, or free.
That's true.
So you said the business side of it fuels the passion side. Let's talk about the business side of it.
Business side, Heroes for Hire. It's heroes, Heroes. The kids are the real heroes. I teach them 4 principles, which I gave you, to take them to a higher place. Higher. I always get offended when you spell it Hire. It's actually Higher. The biggest thing with that is, yes, I do community events and festivals and stuff like that, but school tours. And what I always try to do is I try to go into a community and coordinate a huge school tour with up to 20 to 25 schools over 1 week. And I always try to reach out to local businesses. Right now, what we got is a world that's arguing about everything.
Everything.
And I'm fed up with it. I'm just sick of it. If it's not skin color, it's gender. If it's not gender, it's religion. If it's not religion, it's politics.
It's always something.
And unfortunately, the ones that are going to pick up the tab for that are the little ones that we are the examples for every day. So I try to coordinate school tours. And they're what I call chain breaker reset tours, which basically means I go to these schools and I teach kids how to be better than the current stuff that they see going on right now. What do you do with the tough things in your life? If you've lost your parents, what do I do with that? How can I do something positive with that? What I try to do is team up with local businesses that want to sponsor the tour for the schools. So that way the schools are out of pocket for nothing.
Does that sound like me?
I'm telling you.
That's the message.
You know why it is, though? It's because God doesn't have to work through just one person. He's got a universal message. He's got a cause that he's trying to fulfill, and he's trying to recruit a bunch of people. If people would just shut up and listen, we might be able to hear his voice every now and then. Did I just say that?
Yeah, Batman. Yes, you did.
I did.
Yes, you
I
did.
guess I'm Batman, so I can say that.
Hey, you got that right.
So there are times I tell kids all the time, especially middle schools and high schools, you can't look for one person in a big fancy White House to make the changes in the world that the world needs. You got to wake up every day and look in the mirror and ask yourself, what am I doing to change the world? If you're not doing nothing to change the world yourself to make it better, then you don't have the right to an opinion, in my opinion. That's just the way it is.
So really quickly, but this is a family endeavor. You see, you're rolling with Wonder Woman, and your daughter's here as well. Let's talk about Wonder Woman. We're going to have you come into, how long have you been Wonder Woman, ma'am?
Well, I think it's about 5 years now.
5 years.
Were you recruited to be Wonder Woman?
She was Batgirl at first.
I was Batgirl.
Okay.
I was Batgirl.
So is that like, I spent a lot of years in the Army. It's clearly a promotion. You know when a promotion comes. Is it a promotion to go from Batgirl to Wonder Woman?
No, man, come on now. They're both
They're both great because they both have different parts. Like you have Batgirl. Batgirl is just a normal girl, okay? And she does great things. But then you have Wonder Woman. Yes, she has certain powers and everything, but also anybody can be a Wonder Woman.
There you go.
Like he said, the 4 points. You do those 4 points in that message, anybody can be Wonder Woman. Anybody can be Batman. You don't have to have a suit. You just have courage to go and do it.
See, right now we're blowing these kids' minds. And this is what we teach kids everywhere. There's not just one Batman in the world. There's not just one Wonder Woman. There's a whole world full of us. There's thousands of us, and all of us are trying to change the world one kid at a time. Because to be Batman, be Wonder Woman, you don't have to have superpowers.
You got that right.
You just got to want to change the world and find out what your gifts are. Now, if you want to grow up one day and you want to be a Batman too and have your own Batman, you can do that. By all means, you can do that. Nobody can stop you but yourself.
No, the message here is so good. We had to play this one for you guys.
It's coming in, isn't it? It's coming in. Drop in. The glory has dropped in.
Hey, the message is. I'm about to do like the Blues Brothers. If there's enough room in here. Exactly. That's how this program program is. All right, you know what? So I've talked to you guys for a while.
Right.
I'm gonna step out of the way and let the real professionals step in. So we're gonna start with the biggest one. And so we got a man, Jelly Welly. That is come around. I'm gonna get out of the way. You got the questions. She's the son of my friend Joe Chikowicz. She runs the hottest nonprofit in town. And so there you go, Batman. I hope you're ready.
I'm ready, I think.
I'm sure you're ready.
I'm
yes.
always ready.
Don't be nervous. Take your
Okay,
time.
step over. You got to get in the camera shot.
Yeah, there he is. He's
Okay,
in
there
now.
you are. And
He's
we
in.
got my man Joey.
You got to get the Roo in.
Is here with us?
There he is.
Okay, so my first question
Oh,
is,
boy.
why did you choose a superhero like Batman? Because he's kind of dark and broody. Why didn't you had other options like Superman, who kind of like shines hope and doesn't kind of fight in the darkness?
Well, yes, Batman in the story, dark and broody. I get it. However, it's a boy who grew up experiencing the most tragic thing that can happen to a kid right in front of him. He had anger issues. He had sadness and depression issues. But what he did was he learned to take those situations and those feelings and turn them into something to change the world with. So that's someone that all of us can relate to. Superman, great character, but unattainable. Kids can't relate to that because they're not from that planet. They don't have those powers. So with Batman, the reason God gave me Batman as a character is because that is a character that all of us can relate to. Everywhere there are kids who are being orphaned. Everywhere there are kids who are hurting. Everywhere there are kids who witness horrible things every day, either at school or at home, such as I did. Okay. However, we can take the painful things in our lives, use them as a fuel to do great things. That's the most important thing about the character of Batman. What is his superpower? His superpower is taking his pain and turning it into power, even though he had the anger issues. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
It's realistic. He's more realistic of a character.
And my other question is, what's the farthest you've traveled to in like your advocacy journey?
Poland. Poland for 2 weeks in March.
Polish.
Yeah. You know what? And let me tell you something. And I gotta plug this because I gotta say this because we're so busy talking about Ukraine and the war that everybody's missing what really happened over there.
Mhm.
I'm gonna give you a little bit of 30-second
There you
history.
go.
You ready for this?
It's yours. You knock
You ready? I'm gonna teach you something. Back in World War II, Poland went through horrible stuff. When the Nazis rose up, they went up against Poland. It was a bad day. However, there were pieces of Ukraine and factions of Ukraine that were also pro-Nazi, and they were horrible to the Polish people back then. So there was a lot of atrocities that were committed at the hands of Ukrainian people toward the Polish. There were beheadings, there were church burnings, there were killing in the squares, horrible situations. They were an extension of Hitler's arm. However, watch what's happening right now. When Russia invaded Ukraine, the first country and the country that has taken in more refugees, when I was there, I could not find one single Polish family that had not taken in Ukrainian refugees into their home personally. And the country really wasn't paying them much to do that, if anything at all. Some of them haven't even gotten their money yet to reimburse them, but they have these people living with them, okay? What's that teach us? What it teaches us is if anybody had a reason and a right to look at Ukraine and say, you are not coming here, it would have been Poland, but they didn't do it. What they taught us was grace. What they taught us was forgiveness. And if all of us would have just shut up for a little bit and listened to the lesson that God's trying to teach us through the situation of how Poland has opened their heart and allowed all these refugees in, despite how they were treated by the very people that they're helping. Hello? Let's have that nice, uncomfortable silence for a second. Everybody wants to remember what somebody did to them. But nobody wants to stop and ask ourselves, am I man enough or woman enough to forgive them and actually do as the Bible teaches me to
There
do?
you go, Batman dropping nuggets.
And so that's what's happening in Poland, is an act of grace and forgiveness. To the answer to your question, Poland is the perfect example for the entire world that if you want to do things right, you're going to have to do it the way that Poland's trying to teach us. Because holding grudges and hating ain't going to get it.
There you go. What's your website? Yeah, your
YouTube.
Hit it. Whatever you got.
I love it.
Hit it.
YouTube, Jelly Welly.
Jelly Roll.
Yeah.
JELLIE, no space, capital WELLI.
You know you popping now, right? You
That's
do
it,
know.
man.
Check
it out.
All right, come on, get up, wait, man. Can I get back in on the mic?
Oh, I tell you what, man.
On the mic,
Seriously.
we're rolling along. All right, so we got Next up, we got Cam. Cam, you ready?
I love that name,
Cam,
Cam.
you got the
Cam, you got the one with the cool hat, man.
Yeah.
cool hat on.
You got the cool
Come on
hat.
over here.
See, I gotta break my hat too, Cam. I can't wear them like that. I gotta break my.
Oh yeah, see, he got the flat brim.
He does.
Yeah.
Here, come
I
here for a
can't
second. Come here,
really-
Cam.
All right, Cam, you gotta
Tell you what,
Yeah,
we're
hold
gonna
on
do
a second.
something right now. Look at there.
hold on. Cam
All
is
right,
not.
Cam.
We gotta get Cam into
We gotta get Cam. Cam, come here
Yeah,
for a
can
second.
Cam sit on the chair?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, we can
All
see
right.
Cam now.
All right, so Cam,
Hold on, man. Let me get my fly hat on.
Cam, you were on the baseball team, weren't you?
Here we go.
Did you guys win a championship?
Well, we were second.
All right, that's
Oh.
good.
Hey.
That's good.
You know why you were second, right? Because they didn't let you play enough.
Well, wait a minute. Ain't Dad the manager? He played.
Did you know? Oh, see that? Now you know. Now you know.
Oh,
All right, Cam, you got a question for Batman?
Here we
Okay,
go.
here you go.
Do you have a pet bat?
A pet bat? No, I do not.
not yet.
However, I will say this. I will say this. True as they get.
Uh-huh.
We do have 2 bat houses
Yep.
built on the side of our house that bats can come to and actually home in and out of. But I do have a panther chameleon and a bearded dragon that I love because I love reptiles. You know how that is. But yeah, we do have bat houses on the side of our house for bats to find refuge. So yes and no. I don't have one personally.
But do you want to know what happened maybe a few years
Oh
ago?
boy, here it goes.
We had a bat to come into the house.
We did through the
Yeah.
chimney. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they know it's the bat cave.
They know, that's right. They tried to get into the bat cave.
Yeah.
They knew what time it
And I
is.
know what time it is. All righty. So Cam, we got another question?
My dad asked how fast the Batmobile
See,
goes.
that's what I wanted to know.
What's that?
Dude, how fast does a Batmobile go?
Speed limit.
Okay.
Speed limit.
That would come from
Let me tell
Batman.
you, you know,
Yeah, he's chasing crime.
yeah, but, you know, it's a speed limit because I have to set the example too. Now, I
Mhm.
tell you what, one time I had to get on it because I've got my Batmobile's making this crazy little noise right now. So I'm in the midst of trying to figure out what that noise is.
Maybe
So
the Joker.
in order to get it to make that noise, I had to speed up and accelerate. So I'm on this open road doing this for a period of time. Long storms, you know, I'm going accelerating, letting off. It's trying to figure out what in the world is making this noise. And I'm on this highway in Kentucky, right? And there's hardly nobody on this highway, I would think, but me, right? And maybe the UFOs that are about to abduct me. But I'm sitting there and I get this crazy text message comes through my phone. I got Bluetooth in my Batmobile. So the text message reads across. Somebody texts me and says, Batman, we're trying to catch you. Slow down. Okay, so they were mad at me because I was speeding up and slowing down. They couldn't catch me. But long story short, speed limit because I don't want to. Number one, that car is fully street legal. I do amazing things with that car. And it's important that when I have that car out, that I am living the example that I teach.
All right, on the mic, Mike. How can people find Batman once again?
www.h4h, the number 4. If you go to h4h.us with the number 4, h4h.us will take you to my digital business card. And at that digital business card, you'll be able to have access to my Facebook and everything else related to me. So
All righty. On the mic, Mike King. This is part of the MIKEKINGBIZ Radio Network. We are here to, so it is the Tri-City Chili Peppers. They are what brought Batman to us and Wonder Woman. We appreciate them for that. They're doing some really great things down in Colonial Heights. Make sure you go check them out. We're gonna have Colin talk in a minute. We'd like to thank my man, Chris Mayfield, Perfusion Consulting, my partner. He's a sponsor. I always say, change the world ain't cheap, easy, or free. And my man got me hooked up. So, all right, next up, we got my girl, Ryan. She is one of the twins, and she's a TV star and a radio star. She has a program with me, and the name of the program is, do we remember? Come on over. No, we don't remember. All right, so Ryan, are we going with the whole thing, or you just riot today? You just riot, yes. But she just riot, okay.
Abbreviated.
All righty, yes, okay, so do we see you? Oh, there you are. And so we've been rocking for a long time. I was with them when they did the Richmond Children's Business Fair years ago. I don't know when you say years, about 6 years ago. So they are entrepreneurs. They got some really great things going on. All righty, Ryan, the floor is yours. Wait a second, do you miss Mackenzie? All right.
Ah.
A little bit.
Oh,
Mm,
okay, well, we're sorry.
mm.
Okay, Mariah, there you go. The floor is yours.
What made you like start doing what you're doing now?
True to spec. September 4th of 2012, I'd come home from Iraq. I was home for a year. It's kind of just trying to figure out what my next important thing to do was going to be. and was kind of struggling for that year too. And then God woke me up in the middle of the night with 2 words: be Batman. True story. I was repeated over and over, and I woke up. Took me about 15 minutes to get the nerve to wake her up. So I woke her up. I said, I think God's telling me to be Batman.
And what did you say when the man said,
Here it goes. You ready?
You do what God tells you to do. I'm going back to bed.
She went back. She
Yep.
did. So long story short, God woke me up with the idea to be Batman. A little lesson for us. You always know when God is leading you to do something. It could be at school or wherever it is. You know he's leading you to do something when it's something that you would have never thought of yourself. Sometimes it could be that boy sitting in the lunchroom. You're looking at a boy in a lunchroom. He looks sad. He looks hungry. And you might get this crazy idea that says, go give him your chips out of your lunchbox. And he's the boy that nobody wants anything to do with. And you look at it and you say, man, that's crazy. What? But that's the thing to do. Because God will always inspire you to do the things that nobody else is doing. Does that make sense? Go. Got another one?
Yeah. Where
I
are
knew she
the,
did.
where are all the places you have like been?
All over the US. The furthest I've been is Poland. In October, I'm going to Mexico, to Tijuana, down by the border. I've been to California when the San Bernardino shooting happened. We went out there for an entire week.
Indiana,
Indiana, I've
South
been
Carolina.
Pennsylvania, South Carolina. South Carolina was for a few of the funerals that we've done for kids who've passed away tragically. One of which was a really bad school shooting that happened to a little boy. So pretty much all over the country. Oklahoma for the Big 12 Women's
yeah.
Basketball Championship.
That was a good one.
All over. But we're not doing enough in Virginia. So I want to do more in Virginia. I want more of a footprint here as far as the schools are concerned. Yeah. Got another one? Come on, give me one more. Got one for Wonder Woman?
Oh,
She's gonna give her one for Wonder Woman.
Do you have a pet?
do I have
Oh,
a
yeah.
pet? Yeah. We got 2 dogs,
Yep.
a cat, a bearded dragon,
Yep.
a chameleon.
Yep.
That's it so far.
So who's your mascot, Ryan? For your business? You didn't tell them.
Oh, it's my dog.
And he-
What kind of dog you got?
Sell products.
What kind of dog is it?
It's a multi-poo.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's
Awesome.
Zoe. Zoe's our mascot.
That's
And
awesome.
Zoe helps him sell stuff at fairs.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Nice.
Skylar helps out. She's just starting to get into kind of helping us out even from time to time too.
Yes.
So
She's a
Welcome,
good
Skylar.
help.
That's what we
Wanna
gotta
jump on
do.
some imagery? Look
Yeah,
at that.
say
See, that's
hi.
There she is.
Love it.
there you go.
AKA Batgirl. You better look out for
Yeah.
her
There
because
you
we're
go.
gonna be
We're
seeing
good.
her up for
Thank
long.
you.
Get
Thank
her
you,
a
Ryan.
suit.
All righty, really quickly, Cheyenne, let's go step around. You're there with Joey. and
Oh,
talk about
yeah.
What Joey?
Trampoline
Joey.
queen.
That's
right.
Here we go.
Hey, Black Biscuit, you guys are, hey, so guys, Black Biscuit Hockey, they make uniforms and jerseys. They're the cool people out there. And he says God is good and Black Biscuit. So anybody who needs a jersey fundraising or anything, make sure you check out my friend Black Biscuit Hockey out there. All righty, Cheyenne, let's talk about Launch Trampoline Park.
Absolutely. First of all, we welcome Batman to Richmond. Come
so
on.
much.
This entire family of superheroes are amazing. So at launch, we are all about the community, which is such a great marriage here, and all about giving back to the kids and empowering them to be all that they can be. And so everything is based on our ethics, on entrepreneurship, and a work ethic is so important. So right now we have a fun specials going on. We've got our summer camp, so no registration fee for the next 2 weeks. So go ahead and jump into that. And then also we've got great birthday parties that you can book now, save some money on it for the future. And of course our jump times, they are so fun. Are you just Joey? Is he over there? He's always there at the parties that are going on. So we have so much to offer. Come on down and check us out. And we just opened our Fury laser tag, which is epic.
Yeah.
We have 2 stories in our laser tag, multiplicity of games that you can play. And it is so, so fun for big kids, little kids, for everyone. We had our first adult party, all adults, all last week, and those
There
are
you go.
booking like crazy.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I'm gonna make a deal with the community, okay?
Do it.
We get me out here for a school tour sometime in the future, okay? sometime in the future, what we need to do is on a Saturday after the tour, we need to do a laser tag with Batman out there.
Yes,
there.
yes,
Yes,
come on
I'm telling you,
over.
Batman's really good at that
I
laser tag
know.
stuff.
Yeah.
True
There
story.
we go.
True
There
story.
we go. Let's
I'm
do
really good
it.
at that laser tag.
Batman and launch and laser tag. You
telling
guys
you.
gotta come meet us there. It's gonna be awesome.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All righty,
You're
cool
all-
here. So, real quickly, as we wrap up, let's, who the heck is?
You on the air.
Somebody calling you on
No,
there.
he's-
Who's calling him on the
Wife
air
is
right
like, what are you
now?
doing? Like, what are you doing?
Calling on the air.
One of Mike here, Batman, Wonder Woman. We're here coming to you from ESPN Richmond. So we're gonna call in, step in, talk a little bit about the chili
There
peppers.
he is, the man in red.
He's hiding over there in the corner. You didn't wear the snazzy suit.
No, I didn't want
No,
to.
man, he's in red
He's in
today.
red.
Look
You're
at
the
that.
man in red. All right, so step around here.
Come on in, Colin.
Let's
Look at
talk
this.
a
Watch the
little-
whole screen explode.
There you go.
Boom! Look at that.
Okay, hold on a
Man.
second. We got. All right. One Mike, we spared no expenses here. So, all right, Colin, tell us about the chili peppers.
Tri-City Chili Peppers were the spiciest team in the Coastal Plain League. All right. And hey, a message to the bananas down there in Savannah. We're coming for you.
Oh, there it is.
So, and by the way, Jesse Cole, we're going to have a suit off. I've offered this now numerous times.
I've seen your suits. But you said he only rocks with the yellow.
He does. And I got multiple suits, as you know.
Yeah,
So I'm going to be rocking it. So, but no, Tri-City Chili Peppers. We're the brand new Coastal Plain League team. We've been around. It's our second season. We play at Shepherd Stadium, Colonial Heights. It's a great time. We can hold up to 2,500 fans at Shepherd Stadium. And, you know, I know we're in squirrel country down here in Richmond, and we love the squirrels as well. You know, we want to work with the squirrels. So Parney, give me a ring. I love it. But Tri-City Chili Peppers is a great time for families to come out, nonprofits, a community. You know, I've been in the sports industry for many years now, and I couldn't be any happier here in Colonial Heights, Richmond area. You know, get to really work with the community, the businesses and nonprofits, and the children and the schools. That's what I'm all about. That's how I was raised. John, aka West Virginia Batman, him and I, you know, we have a lot in common. We have a lot of close friends. That's how we met. Actually, we met through the paranormal friends of ours in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania.
Shout out to
And
Gettysburg. That's my neck of the
PA.
woods.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, we've been working with a bunch of nonprofits, communities. It's a great time. We got 2 different ticket prices. We had a $10 general admission, but then we have a $16 all you can eat. And that means all you can eat hot dogs, hamburgers,
my
cheeseburgers, fries, chips, soda, water, you name it.
You did
Hey,
not just tell my daughter that.
and also for the adults, we also have some great wine slushies and some great beer specials. So
Wine
great
slushies.
time.
Sounds like Royal
So
Caribbean.
it's a great old time. So we have a lot of things during the game. We'll have a bunch of different promotional items that we hand out at the gate. We'll have hat tosses, t-shirt tosses. We throw all kinds of stuff out into the crowd. We also get our MCs out in the crowd asking crazy questions. It's a lot of fun. One thing we just started doing is a dad bod contest at the bottom of the 7th. So that's a lot of fun. We also have our brand new Spice Brigade, which is our booster club. And then we just started a brand new kids club. It's our Blaze Kids Club. It's $25. But with that, you get 6 tickets to 6 games. You get a t-shirt, you get a hat, you get a lanyard, you get a badge. We get 2 baseball camps with our players and all of our coaches. And the great thing is we do parties all year long. I'm actually been talking with Launch lately about doing a big kids club event there in Midlothian Hall Street. So we're looking forward to that. And also we're looking forward to having Joey come on out and hanging out with Blaze, Holly Jalapeno, Pepe, and Tang, which is all 4 of our peppers. So it's a great time. And, you know, we're looking forward to teaming up with West Virginia Batman and West Virginia Wonder Woman. You know, we have a lot of great things planned. West Virginia Batman and I, we've been really talking a lot about how we can make things happen in the Virginia area. So we want to make the school tours happen. We want to do a big Wounded Warriors festival at Shepherd Stadium this fall.
Absolutely.
And whatever we can do to help the communities, nonprofits, but the kids. Tonight is superhero night, Special Olympics night, and classic car night. So it's gonna be a
This is the night.
great
This is the
night.
to be here.
But I'll tell you what, Special Olympics, we did it last year during superhero night, and it was very special. So I'm gonna get choked up here. So I got 2 kids with special needs. One is a huge Batman fan. Sorry. It always but he's 10 years old. And his inspiration is Batman.
He's awesome.
And
He's amazing.
he is amazing. And you know, him having autism is one of those things that he needs a superhero.
Oh, yeah.
You know
And-
he's gonna take my place when I go.
Oh, I know,
Yeah.
I know.
He'll
So,
be ready. He's next.
you
in
know,
line.
for all the kids with Special Olympics, come on out tonight. Come see Batman. Come see Wonder Woman.
Absolutely.
Come see the classic cars. Come see Blaze. Come see Tang. Come see all of us. We look forward to it. And any of those nonprofits, all the groups, businesses, community and communities, everything. Come on out. Have a good old time. It's gonna be fun. Hey, Shepherd Stadium, we're gonna be here for years to come, and we look forward to seeing you at Shepherd Stadium.
And you know what? Let me inject one thing. You realize what we got in this room going on? It's synergy. It's businesses and people coming together.
Yep.
And the last thing that I want to say, seriously, to marry all that home, every single one of us want things to be better. Every single one of us want things to be different, this and that, and this and that. We can either spend our time arguing about politics and all this other garbage, or we can realize one thing. If we want things to get done, it's going to have to be done together. There's enough resources from businesses and people to unite and become unified to actually make this country what it deserves to be. And those that are seeking to deny it or to interrupt that process, they need to get on board the same train. Because the only reason that people hate and mistreat other people is because they haven't learned how to love themselves yet. So we need to start working together better than we are. This is how it gets done on the ground floor every single day.
And I will say, with West Virginia Batman going out to Poland, we actually are collecting items to send to all those refugees.
That's true.
Right now, I have 3 huge boxes. I want to do a shout out to Coach Fulton of the Native American National Baseball Team. He has donated a bunch of Major League Baseball hats, minor league baseball hats that we're going to be sending overseas. We have T-shirts, we have hats, we have mini baseball bats, gloves, you name it. So if you have a company and you want to actually help the refugees over there in Ukraine and Poland, love to talk with you and get some items sent on over. And anything that you can do to help the Chili Peppers, help West Virginia Batman to bring that message home about being in the community and helping the children and making sure they do the right thing. Hey, give us a ring.
And you know what? You're right. There's so many kids right here in this city, right here alone, that need help. And there's more businesses to do the job. There's more people to do the job. There's more money to do the job. There's more resources to do the job. All we got to do is connect it, guys.
There you go. Batman said, that's a Batman. So Batman, you were talking my tune. There you go. On the Mic with Mike is a social enterprise business show. That's what we do. It's not the stock market. It's not none of those things. It's about how business helps society be better. And people say, how do you do it? And I say, I got an idea. And I hit up my friend 6 a.m. Hey, I got this idea. Are you down?
Yeah.
And the thing is, they know it's not regular advertising what businesses do, which is you give me $2 on Tuesday and you think you're going to get 6 back on.
Right.
I'm like, nah, I don't work like that. But you know what's going to happen? I'm going to be screaming your name and you're going to be doing and putting an imprint on society, working to make things better. That's why we're in this room. All right, we got to get ready to run. We got a couple of things I got to play real quick.
There you go.
Mike with Mike. I'm Michael Mike. I'm the Mike with Mike. Michael Mike. My name is Isabella, and you're listening to MIKEKINGBIZ. Hubby, that's my scam.
That's my granddaughter, Isabella. I had to play that one. One last one.
Mike King is a businessman. He's a businessman with his own talk show. On the Mic with Mike is the best business radio program in the game.
All right, we'd like to thank you guys for tuning in on the Mic with Mike, the best business radio program. We got to go. Like I always say, the microphone ain't free. Plus, my grandkids need stuff. So we got to go. And we'd like to thank our partners, Chris Mayfield, my man, Perfusion Consulting. Chris Mayfield, real quickly, come on around here real quick. And you got to say something. Also, Dr. Danny, we step in. You know, people think they just show up and they're going to get away with just not talking. It don't work like that. Chris Mayfield, real quickly, 30 seconds elevator pitch. Tell them who you are and what you do.
Sure.
All right, don't have yourself. He's a Marine. You got, don't worry. He's a Marine. Don't you know? Exactly. I don't want to say nothing.
That means I'm physically capable of getting over here. Sometimes I'm not smart enough. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
So my business, I'm a leadership and organizational development coach. My business happens to be a Virginia B Corp, and we donate all of our profits to charity.
Sweet.
So right now, if you need kids that need sponsored for your program, hit me up. I'll sponsor.
He is, when you said, what's the name of your Batmobile? You call it the Hope Mobile.
The Hope
Yeah.
Mobile.
He is the local Hope dealer in town. He is the one who his business works to make lives change, whether it is nonprofits. So that's why I rock with him, because he makes magic happen.
If you want to get more of a flavor, you can actually go watch my TEDx.
Okay.
on how to be a hope dealer. That's the title of it. And it is about doing exactly what you talked about, engaging businesses to do good things in their community. And then developing those people inside the businesses so that they can personally be more successful.
Exactly.
All right, we say thank you. Come on, man.
Oh, so that's
All right, so
saying get out.
I know exactly. Dr. Danny, come on in. Really
Fresh
quick.
in from the
This
beach.
is a stepping
I
stone.
Fresh in
know.
from the beach.
That is what I was going
There's
for.
your seat.
This
That's it.
is
Look
how
at
I
that.
wanted to spend my day,
Man.
feeling like I'm on vacation.
So Batman, to
Absolutely.
give you an idea about branding, when people see us Batman, should we call her Dr. Danny? She's an engineer, but she wears a stethoscope. You forgot your stethoscope. And people, and that's the conversation starter.
Exactly. I always say that I am not a medical doctor, but I play one on the radio. And so I am the executive director for the Women's Business Center of Richmond. We are a 501c3 nonprofit. Our focus is on helping aspiring, existing, and expanding businesses, women-owned, minority-owned businesses to grow. About 95% of our services are free of charge, and they are value added. So hit us up. We are on the campus of the historic Virginia Union University. And we're here for those business owners that I mentioned.
All righty, thank you. Danielle, come on, step up. See, people guess, really? You thought you were just coming here? So on the mic with Mike, Danielle Gilbert.
Where's the camera? Right here. 'Cause you got always
camera-
wanna look
yeah, I
there.
know,
Okay,
don't
gotta
look
look
there.
here. Okay, so hello everyone, Danielle Gilbert, the Chief HR Officer of Manifesting You Consulting, where we simply minimize risk, avoid lawsuits, and help you save thousands of money.
All right. That's it?
Thousands of money.
I like
That's
thousands.
that's it. What else you want me to say, Mike? You want me to, you told me 30 seconds.
That is 30 seconds. All right,
Okay,
that's it.
hold on. He gonna give me a little more airtime. So I'm also an amazing mother
Your
of
mother.
twin daughters.
Yes.
Yes, I'm a
Twin
entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs. They have their own business, M&M Creative Art. You can find us on all social media platforms at M&M Creative Arts or DMG & Co. LLC.
That's right. They're part of the Gilbert crew. Like they say, they don't chase the money.
We don't chase money because what does it do, Mike?
Your money magnets. And
Right, but it flows to us
it comes-
easily,
it-
right?
Yes. you speak
Okay,
it
we
into
got to make
existence.
sure we got to speak that into the world.
Yes. Okay,
Because we're
thank
going to all be millionaires,
Okay,
right?
thank you. Step
All
back.
right,
please.
thank you.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we are wrapping this up, but this is too good. All right,
They
step
keep
in.
coming in, man.
I
They just keep
know.
coming.
Awesome.
What's up, everybody? My name is Terrence Blackwell. I am the owner of Blackwell Legacy Group. We are business development specialists, where we help businesses scale and grow their businesses by putting systems and processes in place.
And he's an alpha too.
And I'm an alpha.
Right, say that in a row. Yep. All right, so on the mic, we got to wrap it up. We are taking off. I'd like to say thank you guys for tuning in. We try and keep the energy going. So one last thing before we go.
Hi, well, you know who I am. Make sure you check out my man, MIKEKINGBIZ. His program, On the Mic with Mike Orvier, is the best business-ish radio program in Orvier. MIKEKINGBIZ Radio can be heard on ESPN Richmond 106.1 and The Choice 105.3. Me and Minnie listen every day, and you should too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank you for coming in. West Virginia Batman, Wonder Woman, you guys are great. Thank you for all that you
Thank you
do.
much.
We're gonna get one picture and then we are gonna get you guys out of here. I know you guys got changing the world does take time. So one of Mike, we gotta run. Thanks. Now take care.
You are too much. All this extra stuff, you know.